Let's talk about questionable daters. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Here I go, real short and real quick. I was in my travels hunting and I ran across two people who do questionable dating. And I said, you know what? Let me sit on down in front of this camera. We're talking about Janet Demita Joe Jackson and Phaedra Parks. Both people are known to do questionable dating. Now, I'm going to start right on off with Janet. Janet, what I'm actually hearing out here on these streets, honey, is that Janet done left the damn husband. And real quickly, another thing that they brought up about Janet that when I say griped my bottom, honey, listen, that child that come out talking about she is the love child of James DeBarge and Janet Jackson from 900 million years ago. You know, there's always been that rumor that Janet Jackson had a baby when she was married to James DeBarge and sent the baby to Reby or whatever. Foolishness. And this baby supposedly resurfaced. And child, I don't even give a shit about the woman's name. Here, look at her. Child, if you don't quit your playing, you know good and well that woman don't look like no Janet Jackson. She don't look like Tito Jackson. She don't look like no Jackson that you know of that do no kind of singing here. She's horrible. And bust out here, she come out of nowhere talking about Janet is her mother and this, that thing, and all of that old bullshit. And then they figured it out. There were blood tests and all that mess. That it's child, you ain't nobody's baby. Get your ass on out of here. I said, you know what? And Janet stayed quiet the whole time, which I thought was great. She didn't say a word. You know, again, Janet fashion. Child, y'all not gonna get me, honey. She didn't say anything, honey. She just sat right on down and let it just fix itself. And child, that when I seen the picture was enough for me. Because I know she didn't look like no Jackson that I knew at all. A Jenkins maybe, but not no goddamn Jackson. A mess. Moving on. They ain't a date like I do. She don't give a fuck what's going on. Whenever I ain't happy no more, I'm the fuck up out of here. Janet allegedly done left the husband. Child, the baby ain't even sleeping through the night already. Child, I'm like, Lord have mercy. We don't know exactly what it is that has gone on, but one thing we know, Demita Joe ain't happy, baby, and she got to go. I said, Lord have mercy, she done up and left. I said, that's my kind of girl. That's always been Janet's, her thing. When shit don't be right, she ain't dragging it out with you. She ain't playing no games with you. She's up and out. Now, same thing. She's up and out, but she's up and out with a baby in one hand and a baby bag on the other. She's gone. She ain't got no problem with getting up and dashing and ain't dealing with no bullshit. So I said, girl, you just like me, girl. And I'm a questionable dater. I don't do well under dating situations. That's why I don't even do it no more. I don't even try. I don't even allow a motherfucker to call herself liking me. Because as soon as you do something I don't like, gotta go. I'm out. And that's what she's done. I said, Lord have mercy. So I'll be keeping my ear to the ground, trying to figure out what else has actually gone on. But you know, with this whole situation, there's a whole lot of money to be talked about. As one thing he's going to do, he's going to take care of that baby. So don't worry about Miss Janet. I'm sure Miss Janet going to be just fine. Questionable dater number one. Let's move on to questionable dater number two. Phaedra Parks. You know, Phaedra Parks is not just a questionable dater. She's a lawyer. And she's a very vicious liar. We've never known, we've never known the real Phaedra. As long as we've known Phaedra since she came on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she has always been in the midst of some type of a lie or other. We never knew when she started dating Apollo. We never knew when she actually got pregnant. It's just a toss-up. You know, there was a couple lies running around that the bitch threw out. We don't know what the fuck Phaedra's real story is. Is she divorced? Is she not divorced? That's Phaedra. That's how she gets down. But her dating isn't so much what the issue is. It's just a little piece of it. The thing is now, allegedly, Phaedra has been fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, that's right. You heard it. F-I-RED, honey. Fired. Fired. And allegedly, what I'm hearing is it's due to fake, phony Phaedra documents. Phony cease and desist letters, phony divorce papers, phony bitch. Can't claim anything. She can't actually admit to anything. You don't admit to being a lesbian. You don't admit to being divorced. You don't admit to being married. You don't admit to being pregnant. You don't admit to a goddamn thing. Fake, phony Phaedra. A mess. I'll be keeping my ear to the street to figure out what's going on with Phaedra, honey. I'm sure there's some more that goes with it. But what I'm hearing, fake, phony Phaedra documents, honey, is what got the ball rolling. Talk to y'all later.